guys, you are welcome to another beautiful time and communication time with Mrs. A. My name is theough and I still have with me in the studio my lovely, admirable husband, Olasukomi Arowolo. It's actually a rare privilege to have Olasukomi coming to my studio 2 times in a week. I think it's something I'm so happy about and I'm so excited about. This week we will be talking about communication at the workplace. We've talked about my boss and I, how an employee should communicate, and how to handle unhealthy situations. Today we are taking it to a deeper level. I have for you something interesting, which is the place of God at your workplace. The place of God in your work, the place of God while doing your job. So Komi, what do you have to say about that?
Well, I think God is before everything, and He should be placed and put before everything. So I think the place of God is very important.
Okay, so why I actually decided to talk about the place of God on today's podcast is because sometimes you have some situations that go like you can't handle, it's beyond you. Perhaps you have a contract. This might actually go beyond the employee behaving well, the boss doing well. You have a contract you're trying to get. Even as an employee, sometimes you are faced with some difficult decision that you need to make while you're working, and you don't actually know what to do. So instead of you to be doing test and error, I think the best thing you could do is when you involve God in your activity or while you're working. What do you? Is it your own thoughts?
I think first thing we need to do is to remember that we're, like I mentioned earlier, God before earlier. So if you are a teacher, you're a Christian teacher. If you're a sweeper or a cleaner, you're a Christian cleaner. So if you have that thought and that philosophy that you are first a Christian before you are whatever you are, then it makes it very easy for you to put God before anything. And if whatever you believe in, just say God first, the purpose of God for you first before you do anything. So I think the place of God is sacrosanct for you to be successful in anything that you're doing.
Okay, so the place of God is sacrosanct in anything you're supposed to be doing. For me, another thing why I believe that the place of God, that job with your maker, okay, this is what I'll be facing this week. This is the task before me. God, give me wisdom, give me direction. People will just, when you have this communication with God, your colleagues would wonder, what is happening to this person? Because you can never be wrong. Your maker is there, and that does not mean that you should not be proud. You also have to be humble before God, because the Lord will actually make Himself known to you if you are humble. He will allow the secret things. They say the secret things of the world belong to them, to belong to God.
Yeah.
So what exactly do you want to do at your workplace? God knows about it. He has the secret. He has the solution to it all. So I think so. You need to actually always involve God. Now, this is a practical question for you. Has there ever been any situation where you've been working? Tukomi likes working. He likes working. So has there ever been any situation where you actually involve God while working or something?
Yes, there are specific situations, and generally I involve God. But the particular one I would like to recount was when I was seeking out for one very big opportunity, and it looks like people things are not working out the way it should be, and people who were in charge of that process were very lackadaisical about it. But then God just made something happen, and He pulled all of them out of the situation and brought different people afresh. And what was supposed to take 6 months was satisfied within 3 weeks. And I saw the work of God, the end work of God, the invisible hand.
That is actually a very valid example from Sukomi, and it's not an example; it's actually the reality. Perhaps you deserve that promotion and you've not gotten it. Perhaps you deserve a good raise in your salary. Perhaps you've been presenting an idea before your.
Let's welcome my son.
Theough, you're welcome. Perhaps you presented an idea before the board, and there's likelihood that they might not want to accept it. Present it before God. Let God go ahead of you, and you shall actually see a lot of changes. Okay, so this is where we know that it's 5 minutes. Guys, I want you to have a beautiful, lovely weekend. Ensure that nothing spoils the fun, and remember to present everything to God. Bye.